Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to your Grand Prix action this weekend, taking place at a brand new venue. Well, it's not a brand new venue. It's a familiar track that we all know and love. The Grand Prix, though, has changed its name. From now on, welcome to the Barcelona-Catalunya Grand Prix. Here's our track then, familiar to all drivers on the grid, and a long run from pole down into turn one is going to test their ability to brake as late as they possibly can. Through turn three, the tyres will take a huge amount of punishment. Turn 9-2 at the top of the hill, and look out for some spectacular sights of the cars at full throttle through turn 14. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Antonelli, Hadjar, Oscar Piastri, and Russell, Norris, Leclerc, Lindblad, and Liam Lawson, Behrman, Ocon, Pierre Gasly, and Colapinto, Albon, Sainz, Valtteri Bottas, and Lance Stroll, Alonso, Perez, Bortoleto, and Nico Hülkenberg rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. So I'm sure there'll be plenty to talk about this afternoon, and who's going to talk about it with us? None other than Naomi Schiff. Hi, Naomi. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race. But I can tell you that pre-race rituals are a real thing. When I was in go-karting, I used to touch every wheel in a specific sequence before I got into the kart. And then I stepped up to cars and had a specific set of fireproof base layers just for race day. So watch the drivers when they're on the grid. Some may be sitting on the floor and isolating, others may be up to other things that they do. But these little things really help their minds get ready for the race.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. Okay, listen, don't worry about it, mate. It can happen to the best of us. Now look, I've put a new strategy option for you in the MFD, so go and have a look. Confirmed. Okay, overtake enabled. Okay, so managing the engine's more important than ever. Your main way to recharge will be lifting and coasting, and you don't always need to go full throttle. Try some lift and coast before braking, then use boost on corner exit to get that extra energy deployment. Okay, so overtake mode active. We'll get some extra power from the hybrid system now. Use boost on the next long straight to get past. Right, you've got boost mode available now. Use it if you want to. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Keep on him, he might make a mistake. Okay, so we're not wearing tyres at the rate we expected to. I want you to stay out a little longer. Extend, extend. Got that, confirmed. Gap to your teammate behind, 2.3 seconds. We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. push now, we're boxing this lap. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 2.0 seconds.
Yeah, all good.
Okay, clear. Okay mate, so just a quick reminder, you'll get access to the extra power when you're within a second of the car ahead with overtake mode. Okay, pit in this lap and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach. Okay, off we go, back into the race. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. Okay, Isaac's coming in for his stop now. Okay, so that's boost mode available if you need it. Tyre condition still looking good. Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy. The car behind's just boxed for mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre now. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 3.9 seconds. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. Nice move, good job. Gap to your teammate behind, 9.8 seconds. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations, well done.
Yeah, that's a really good weekend for us. Really happy with that.
And in the end, there was no Verstappen, Max Verstappen. He takes victory.
And they led every single lap of the race. It was a lights to flag victory, and that is total dominance.
From lights out to the checkered flag, each and every driver has this moment in the back of their mind. Now it's time for their celebrations. Our podium, it awaits. One of the all-time greats celebrates yet again. It's another podium, it's another top step for Max Verstappen.